If it is not under investigation, you would be able
to
speak to it.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
And if then I may just follow up on that, you'll be able to make a determination based on the recording itself. Is that what you need to hear in full to understand whether or not there's an investigation, or is there some other exercise we can expect you to undertake to determine whether or not there's an investigation regarding the Impala specifically? Where do we land? I'm trying to anticipate what we can expect in your supplementary, because as you say to Commissioner Balo, you don't know whether specifically the issue of Impalas is the subject of investigation. You can't say that for a fact.
Yes.
You know that it features in the recording.
Yes.
And you need an opportunity to listen to the recording in its entirety. Did I understand you correctly?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay. Then
I've listened to the recording. That's why I'm saying I know that the Impala's issue is part of the recording.
Okay.
I've listened to the recording. I do not know whether the investigating team is also investigating the Impala aspect. I do not know that. What I know is the state advocate said the recordings is under investigation.
Okay.
So which investigation, I cannot tell. I do not know that.
So then it's fair to depart from the premise that when we resume armed now, by then with your supplementary statement, you will be able to indicate to the commissioners as a matter of fact that particular issue is the subject of ongoing investigations.
I cannot promise that, because for me to find out, I have to engage with the investigators then, and I'm currently in custody, so I do not know how I will find a way to find out for sure that they are under investigation or not. I do not know that. Then,
so we leave it on the basis that you will deal with it in the supplementary statement, specifically that issue, and how the commission then deals with what you say in regard to the Impalas to General Sibia will be the subject of the legal debate, whether or not you are required to answer thereto. Is that what you are suggesting?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Is it possible to avoid the legal debate by simply inquiring from IDAC whether this specific issue is the subject of investigation? If they say it is not, then as I understand Mr. Madlanga, there would be no reason for him not to answer.
Chairperson, maybe I can deal with that.
Sorry, I was not addressing you. Please wait your turn, Ms. Van Heerden. I'm raising it as a possibility. I'm not saying that's what must happen.
I hear that. We could do that, except that we run the risk of IDEX saying that it's not subject of our investigation. That does not exclude some other law enforcement subs investigations, for instance. And hence my interest to find out from Mr. Madlanga what his understanding is in regard to any investigations concerning the Impala. He should be able to indicate.
Can I do this? Sorry, because I wanted you to finish on this issue and then Ms. Van Heerden gets the opportunity. In light of what Ms. Sillo has said, there's no need. I think I'm covered.
But perhaps let me still hear Ms. Van Heerden. It sounded as if you had your ideas on a possible solution. Yes, Ms. Van Heerden.
Chairperson, maybe just for the record legally, the issue of suspicion has got an objective and a subjective part. I think we must all just place this on record. So it's not a question of seeing it very simplistically. That's the first aspect. The second aspect is that when it comes to IDAC, we are in the process and we have been engaging them on certain aspects. So we as officers of the court, that means the legal team, would be able to engage you on that issue itself. It is, I would find it extremely, maybe I should use the word weird, for an accused person who's currently incarcerated to be able to answer the question as to whether there's an investigation on or not. We as legal people normally engage the various authorities that deal with these aspects to establish what the position is with regard to that. But to allay any concerns in that regard, we are busy with this whole issue involving General Sibia and other issues relating to him with IDAC inter alia. But it's not only IDAC, it was the PKTT itself that was involved in the recording that my client is referred to. And maybe also just to correct that, what was placed on record then, please, I'm not making myself a witness, it's recorded in court. In other words, it's something that can be dealt with here. It was placed on record that the subject of what is contained in these recordings are being investigated. And the inference that I would draw from that thinking back was that the PKTT and their cohorts are busy investigating issues that forms part of this interview that was, or the statement that my client was made to do. But again, as I said, I want to emphasize, we are going to address legal points to you on that in due course as part of the supplementary and on the points eliminated.
And not just the legal issues, but also the pertinent factual question whether there is any investigation relating to the alleged delivery of impalas to General Sibia by Mr. Madlanga.
Indeed, as I've indicated to you,
that factual issue, whether there is, because otherwise the privilege of self-incrimination will be a non-starter. So that should be addressed specifically as a factual issue. Yes.
Chairperson, where I started off this morning, you will recall I said that when we deal with these issues, we have to deal with it on a factual basis and on a legal basis. You cannot have a legal argument in abstracto. It needs to be supported by factual issues. Thank you.
Thank you.